Hey everybody, it's me again. I would like to just say that law enforcement in this country sucks. Let me explain why. Today is the anniversary of Uvalde, Texas, the Robb Elementary School shooting, in which the police cowardice and incompetence was shown as Salvatore Ramos killed about 21 students and killed and two teach and killed two teachers along with that. They waited outside for 77 minutes while he went to town and just killed everybody in that damn classroom. But this is nothing new. The police failed us at Pulse nightclub where they waited outside for 3 hours while Omar Mateen killed 50 people. They and wounded like 49. They also waited outside when Stoneman Douglas High and Columbine. They did nothing when they could have done something. We'll come back. We may or may not come back to that later over the course of this video, depending on what I remember and how passionate I get. But anyway, we're moving on. They say that being a cop is a dangerous job. False. It doesn't even make the top 10. Not even close. It's about the 19th most dangerous job in this country. Being a plumber is more dangerous. Being a taxi driver, being an armed security guard or non-armed security guard. Most cops, the majority of cops I know, cannot pass a simple test to become an armed security guard. Their marksmanship skills aren't up to it. But then again, that's no surprise. No accountability means no standards. Being a lumberjack is more dangerous. Being a store clerk is more dangerous. Being an electrician is more dangerous. Being a farmer is more dangerous. I could go on and on, but there'll be a link to it in the description box. Just check it below. You know, there are about, just under 200 cops every year die in the line of duty. In 2020 and to 2022, that went up quite a bit due to COVID. However, all these deaths from all causes, that includes, gunfire, of course, but automobile crashes, and other accidents and shit like that. But if there is a war on cops, cops kill well over 1,000 people every year. Well over, several hundred over usually. So if there is a war on cops, you can compare the stats, and in this quote-unquote war that the police have convinced themselves that they're in, they're fucking civilians up. And needless to say, the police are not on your side. I've had retired cops tell me that. I've had even a judge tell me that. And police are just not on your side. And she also said the DA wasn't on your side. Well, all this should be obvious, but it's not. It's just, and the police, for all you right-wingers who love your guns, if they are ordered to take your guns, they will do so. Make no mistake about it. They've done it multiple times. They did in Hurricane Katrina, and they did in the Virgin Islands. And in the Virgin Islands, they had the help of your beloved military as well. But that being said, is several serial killers such as John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Ted Bundy were helped along by police incompetence. Had police had conducted themselves more competently, and Dean Corll too, and Gary Ridgway, but that's debatable. Had the police done their jobs more competently, a lot of these sickos could have been caught way sooner. But anyway, so the police don't know that they say that their job is to know the Constitution. It's like that they have little tricks that can try to sneak their way into your house. Like they'll go, "Oh, it's hot out here. Can I come in for just a second?" And that's how they they trick you into consenting. And they're also allowed to lie to you, and frequently do. I've had a cop lie to me about the Fourth Amendment before. I know I probably fucked up and said second and not fourth, not Fourth Amendment earlier, but anyway, they're like, can we search your lunchbox? And I'm like, no. It's like, well, Simpson versus Ohio states that we have probable cause. And I'm like, go ahead and search it, but I won't. But I did not consent, but I will not try and stop you. And they're like, no, no, it's your decision. And I'm like, God, yeah. I knew they were full of shit. Anyhow, and the police, it's like, if they were on your side, they would let you go for committing certain harmless crimes, such as, smoking weed, or speeding, or whatever. But no, the police are not on your side. Would you, if you were speeding down the highway and you had a friend in your car and they called the police and told them you were speeding, would you call that person your friend? I wouldn't. Would you say that person was on your side? No. But the thing is I sat, but seeing as how it's the anniversary of Uvalde, we will talk about that for a second. Well, actually, we'll get to that in a minute, but people go, the police are just doing their job. Well, have you ever heard of the Blue Shield of Silence? There's a link to that below, too. And, you see, if they were just doing their job, they'd report their corrupt colleagues. And if they don't report it, they're just enablers. Whistleblower officers, God rest their souls, and may they have peaceful, prosperous, and long lives. And I really do mean that. I hope whistleblower officers get a huge reward, because I honestly think a fundraiser should be started for them, because they don't get much support once they blow the whistle. And you see, the problem there is whistleblower officers are frequently ostracized and forced out of the department. And because of that, you have a whole lot of corruption. And therefore, if you're not a whistleblower officer, you're not doing your job, which is to enforce the law. And you see, it's not about enforcing the law. A lot of cops don't even know what the law actually says, because they receive so little training. You need more training to be a barber. You need more training to be a mechanic. You need more training to, do a whole bunch of other things, to be a fashion consultant. And it just goes on and on and on and on. But that being said is, when you need more training to be a barber, that should tell you the system's fucked up. And, but anyway, police are also gear queers. They like to get a huge, expensive amount of really cool gear, tactical stuff, But they don't like to train with them. I mean, Sean Ryan himself said that this police department bought like $10,000 night vision equipment for its officers, for each officer on the SWAT team, but they wouldn't pay little old him $300 per head to train them how to use it. And what are they doing with mine-resistant vehicles and all that stuff? I mean, it's like, I see my own the police department here, well, technically sheriff's office, I've looked at their, motor pool, and they have a frickin' APC in rural Nevada. I live in a town of about 40,000 people. What the hell, Instead of asking, why does the average citizen need, an AR-15? Well, why the hell did the police in rural Nevada need a fucking APC? I don't know why. Well, actually, I do. It's so that they can keep their boot down on us and keep us in line. See, the Supreme Court has already ruled that law enforcement has no duty to protect us, which begs the question, what are they there for? Which means you can get on the Uvalde Police Department, you can get on the school resource officer and his 3 colleagues at Stoneman Douglas High, or the cops in Orlando at Pulse nightclub, or the cops at Columbine, all of whom stood outside for prolonged periods, just kind of hanging out and not really doing anything while innocent people got slaughtered and crippled for life. However, you can get as mad at them as you want, but the reality is, it wasn't in the job description. The Supreme Court has repeatedly said that the police have no duty to protect you and me, so that's why you need to arm yourselves and be responsible for your own safety. Anyhow, moving on. It's just, I am so fucking tired of this shit. People going, oh, the police are heroes, they're there to protect us. It's like, no, they're not. They're there to keep us in line. And their incompetence has just been showcased time and time again. Hell, you can get turned down by a police department for being too smart. Yes, you can. It's happened before, and there'll be a link to it in the description box. And anyway, it's just, a lot of cops don't know the law. They don't know the Constitution. And with the military, if the government ever did go full bore tyrannical on us and try to turn this country to a hardline dictatorship, I predict that it won't be the military trying to put us down as much as it will be the police. The military will probably be pretty bad, but the police will be way worse, I guarantee it. And you see, the police are way better paid than the military, and they get way better benefits. And that's why the government does it, to keep them loyal. The government really does know what they're doing. Let me tell you that. They are not stupid by a long shot. That being said it's just, guys, again, the police are not on your side. They are not your friends. They are not there to help you. When they say to protect and serve, it's like, to protect and serve what? And people go, oh, you've never had a legion of evil beating down your door and all that stuff, and you're going to cry for them. Well, at least that's what my aunt and uncle say. And I'm like, no. I will protect myself, and the police are not obligated to protect me. The Supreme Court said so. And multiple times, and there will be a link to that as well. You see, the thing is again, it goes back to the whistleblower officers. They're such an anomaly. They are ostracized by their police department. And that and the blue shield of silence is very telling. They don't care about the law of the land. They care about their own little clique. And they care about oppressing you. See, law enforcement is full of people that were bullies in high school, in elementary school, high school, middle school, and they are bullied people who just want to, get their rocks off of being a total asshole. And they are free to do so. There are a high number of sociopaths in law enforcement and psychopaths. You can look it up. Don't take my word for it. Again, there will be a link to it below. But, truth be told, is that when I try to explain that cops are not on your side, people get angry and they praise them. And you can lick their boots all you want, but keep that in mind. If they're ordered to come for you, they will. Make no mistake about it. They are not loyal to you. They have no duty to protect you. They are not your friend. You can live in denial all you want, but that's not going to change the reality. I hope to be the bucket of ice water that gets dumped on your face and tells you to wake the fuck up. And now, it's like, well, the police are this, the police are that. And, see, the thing is that's what keeps them in power. People like you who will lick their boots and worship them, All this thin blue line stuff. My God. What the hell is wrong with you? And a lot of you it's like, I hear people saying all the time, it's like, I don't like the police, but I think the police should only the police should have guns, and I worship cops. Come and take my guns. It seems that whether you lean right, whether you lean left, whether you're pro-gun or anti-gun, the system has found a way to brainwash you into thinking all this bullshit, you know? And if you think that the citizenry has no chance against the military or the police, I would like to remind you that the Taliban and Viet Cong were successful against the U.S. government. So it's not out of the question that the people could win. It isn't. Anyway, that will be all for now. I did this video on the anniversary of Uvalde. I thought it would be a good day to do that because the police have really shown their incompetence to all of us. Anyway, I again hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all.